Hi guys, you're probably wondering what it is. Yes, I've been basically dropping a few little sort of hints and clues, and well, not necessarily clues, but what the new career mode is going to be. Right. Basically what the new career mode is going to be is I'm going to be taking a League 2 side. That side happens to be Cambridge United, and you're probably thinking why have you chosen Cambridge United? No particular reason, to be honest. It was just that they've had a little bit of history, and higher up the leagues they've done things before and stuff like that, and trying to, this isn't like a road to glory, nothing like that. I'm not actually going to be the manager. I am going to be controlling them, the players that is, and stuff like that, but there is going to be another manager at the helm, and it's not a normal human player. It's going to be a fictitious player, person that's at the helm, but it just gives me a little bit of detachment from it, and then I can maybe do a little bit of different commentary and stuff like that. So that's one thing. And as you can see behind me, this is who the new manager is going to be. Yes, Dion Dublin's going to take charge of Cambridge United. He is an icon at Cambridge, at the end of the day, and I've decided that that's who is going to be the manager. So Dion Dublin will be the manager of Cambridge United. What it's basically going to be is a youth squad, yeah? I've already played one season, or should I say I've simmed through one season to get enough youth squad players available. So no proper players, these are all generated players within FIFA 19 that are going to be used. So there are going to be rules that are going to be put in place that I have to adhere to make things a little bit different. Also, to add to this different scenario and what's going on, is certain things are going to be played out regarding rolls of dice. Now, I'm going to roll dice, and I'm going to have scenario situations that reflect those dice rolls. This is what I'm saying. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different to maybe what you've seen before. Again, the players will progress differently. They will not have yes, obviously they will have a potential, but that potential is not set in stone. What that potential is, and will it progress to, is all depending on the players themselves. So I'm going to try and make it a kind of a realistic scenario, because, for example, yes, that Mbappe at the moment is the next Messi, the next Ronaldo. We know what Messi and Ronaldo are about, but they don't walk around with a 94 potential written over their head. They're just players that have got amazing skills and stuff like that, and have got next level sort of shooting and passing and all that. Whereas someone that maybe plays for Cambridge United doesn't necessarily have that. But the role of this career mode is to find the next future star, the next Ronaldo, the next Messi, and that could be a whole team. Because this career mode is going to last right up until when FIFA 20 actually drops. So this isn't I've got to get to a Champions League final. This isn't I've got to win the Premier League. No, this is basically going to last now until FIFA 20, and then we'll just see where we are. We might not win anything. We might not, you know what I mean? It's just literally just going to be progressing. Now, what makes this even better is as I play on the PC, I've got what's known as the cheat engine. And the cheat engine, I hate the word cheat because I'm not cheating, I'm trying to make the game better. But with this cheat engine, which I will show you now. Okay, so this is the cheat engine. It doesn't look much to look at, does it? And it's basically, but if you can look just where basically where it says scripts here with the blue, where the blue line is, you won't see my cursor because I've got it removed or whatever. But as you can see, you can basically affect quite a lot of situations, but make sure you save your saves of FIFA, your save files of FIFA before you do any of this, because it can possibly affect your game and stuff like that. And then if you do mess it up, you haven't ruined your game. You can just bring your save files back in, and the game is golden. It's not going to corrupt your PC or anything like that, so don't panic. It's just that sometimes it can mess things up, and if it does mess things up, then obviously you want to be able to go back. Make sure you do that save, because it does basically says here, warning, make a backup before, and that's what you should do. So then if we go into the database tables, this is the key. This is what we're going to be using the majority of. If you go into like the players table, and this is where it gets brilliant, because I mean, I'm not going to change the gender, but you know what I mean. But yeah, preferring foot, retiring, overall rating, potentials. We don't have to worry about the IDs because that's not important. First name ID, last name, that's not important. I can do that a different way. International reputations, that's like, you know, if they've been playing a lot, if you want them to be like an amazing international player straight away, but that's nothing we're going to go with. Player name on the jersey, the contracts, like where they're valid to, and then you've got like preferred positions. So you've got 4 choices on the position, so you don't have to necessarily just be a striker. You could be a striker, someone who plays in the cam, someone who plays left wing, right wing. You know, you've got all these like possibilities. Their nationality, their birthday, so you can change that. I'll just go into the attributes. So you've got all the attributes that you can change. You know, I'm not going to go through them all. You know what they are: physicals, you know what I mean, the mental, and if you've got goalkeepers, you've got that as well. You can also add traits as well. So you've got like all these different traits that you can add. You've got 2 little tiers here with regards to that. Accessories, this is to do with like the football boots and stuff, but I'm not too bothered by anything. If any of you that are particular wanting a specific football boot, then that's different. I understand that. And then you've got like obviously appearance, so you've got like their height, their weight, their hair types, their facial hair, stuff like that. Tattoos you can even add as well, like sort of thing, how you want the jerseys to fit. I mean, some of these are available within obviously the edit player anyway, but it's just extra, you know, things that are available that are just, you know, are gonna be amazing to be able to like alter and to change and stuff like that. So like I say, there is lots and lots that can be done, as you can see. Yeah, it's just it looks, you know, nothing spectacular. It's maybe a bit confusing to maybe if you don't know anything about PCs and stuff. With this, I can now basically alter players' stats. There's the how they look. Even I can alter, like, you know, positions that they play. There's a whole host of things. I will go into more detail into what this is and stuff like that. Now, what it also enables me to do is, yes, you know, you're probably thinking, well, we can change all this, like we can just edit players and we can just start one from scratch. I can do this ongoing. Once the save is working, I can alter and change stuff ongoing. So that's what is great about it. It's not like, you know, you edit a player, you drop them into the free agents, and then you play. And you can do that with, like, you know, 11, 20 players, couldn't you? And you could start it. But you can't then go back into them once they're done and change things. But with this, I can. So basically what it's going to be able to do is, like I say, there's going to be so many. I've done some scenarios to begin with. I need a load more. It can be, you know, just how you want them to be. I'm asking for you guys to give me certain scenarios, and I'm going to put some up that will give you an idea as to what I'm like kind of like looking for and stuff like that with regards to the scenarios and stuff like that. So this is like what I was trying to say to you about with regards to like scenarios. That gives you an idea of what I'm talking about. So when it says player, it'll be like, you know, for example, Danger Gerbil, because obviously we've made him, was caught late for training, misses the next match, but gains +1 to all physical stats due to extra drills. So that would mean that I can't play him in the next game, but he will get +1 to all his extra drills. Now, if he was maybe not playing anyway with regards to anything, then it'll be the next time that he was going to be playing that he would miss that game. So I'll keep a record of it in that instance. I'll just flick to another one. What's this one? We'll just say Mr. Smith, I don't know, Bill Smith, stops a child running out into the road, gets +2 to his reactions. You know, all I'm saying is that these are some that I've just made up. If you can come up with these sort of like things, it's great. Player steps forward when boss asks for volunteers at local community fair, gains the leadership trait. Do you see? Do you understand what I'm saying? The options that are available to you. Player goes to a photo shoot for latest footy boots. Unfortunately, he looks bad in the snap, so goes into hiding, and he misses the next 3 games. And I have to implement these sort of things. And I have to steer by them, and you have to make sure that I am doing that. Player caught not following club guidelines when it comes to his diet, so he gets a -3 to all his physical stats. Do you understand? So it's not just pluses, there are minuses, there's all sorts of different things that we can basically do. So that just gives you an idea of some of the scenarios that I'm actually looking for, guys, with regards to that. Like, so yeah, this is what it is, really. It's trying to find amazing players from players that you wouldn't normally find, because everyone goes and buys Mbappe, they go and buy Kevin De Bruyne, Isco's, Fabinho's, Firmino, you know what I mean, Salah, you know. I'm going to reel off like Liverpool players, you know, Van Dijk, you know. What I'm saying is, like, they all go for all the best players, don't they? And everyone's career mode looks pretty much the same. So by doing it this way, these are like generic players, and if you want and you really want to be in it, you guys can be a player. And what I mean by that is I can make you, you know what I mean? If you want to be in the game, I will make you. You can tell me what position you want to play in, how you want to look. You know, you might not want to look how you are normally. You might want to look a little bit more wacky. That's fine. If you want to look how you normally look, then let me know. Get involved with like Twitter or Facebook, or you know what I mean, and just send me a DM with like maybe a picture of yourself. Like, you know what I mean. I'm not after dick pics, okay? You know what I mean. And then that I can, like, you know. It's not going to be exact. I've not got that ability to be able to. It's not got that detail of being able to adjust things, like, you know, like some kind of player creation thing. But I can adjust like heights and weights and, like, you know, sort of skin tone and hairstyles and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean, to make it look similar to how you are. Like, you know what I mean. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to this, because it's just, I have no idea where it's going to go. I have no idea how this is going to work out, in the fact that the scenarios are going to have a big say in how these players progress or how they don't progress. You know, they could go down in potential. They could like have to be sold for some reason because of the scenario situation. There's all sorts of many different things, like, you know what I mean, that I want to make it so that you guys tune in each and every episode to find out what's happened to such and such a player, or what's happened to me, as in not me, but you, as in, like, you know, because you're in the, oh no, I've got injured, or oh no, like, you know, he's dropped me for this game. I don't want it to be like, you know, like, oh, why aren't you picking me? You know, I'm not going to watch your channel anymore. That's your choice if you don't want to watch the channel. But what I'm trying to say is, I want you to be part of this. I want you to, like, get involved and just, like, you know, I think it's going to be a great adventure and stuff like that. But I'll get in more detail about how it's going to go. Obviously, as we progress in like sort of like episode 1 and stuff like that. And yeah, this is basically, I mean, if it doesn't make any sense to you, I'm sorry, but I'm sure you'll get the gist of it once it's up and running. The players themselves that I've already got, I think the highest rated is probably about 55. That's like so we're not going to be winning every game, you know what I mean? We're not going to probably be getting out of like the League 2 straight away and stuff like that, but it's going to be a journey, and I can't sign any players. There's going to be a transfer embargo. I cannot sign any players, but I will be eventually. I'd say maybe after maybe the first season, I'm going to make a transfer, like no players to be transferred at all. I can transfer players out, but I can't bring any players in. I can use the funds that we have for scouts to get them out and to find, you know, extra players and stuff like that. That's another great thing that we can do. I can scout any country in the world. Yes, it's not restricted. You let me know which countries you want me to go and scout. We'll go off and we'll go scout them and stuff like that. So that's going to happen. There's also an option that we can upgrade the stadium. Don't have that in FIFA, do we? I'll be able to upgrade the stadium once we get to a level where I feel that we're big enough a club to be able to upgrade the stadium and stuff like that. And then we'll have to look at maybe how much that stadium would cost, and then use the money and do it that way. is a possibility. The reason that this has all happened, I want to give a big shout out to Cutzy. His channel is in the link, you know, where it's like got recommended on my page. You check him out. He's been doing this for God knows how many years, and he's just hit 50,000 subscribers, which is awesome. You go check his channel out. You get more of a gist of what we're going to be doing, guys. I also want to give a shout out to UC Nerd's channel as well, because if you go to he's got all like tutorials on how the cheat engine works and stuff like that. He's not doing FIFA anymore. He's had enough of EA and the crap that they put in, which I understand, and that's his choice, but he's still got those videos up there. So if you have got a PC and you have got FIFA 19, check out his tutorials. He does a hell of a lot better way of explaining things than what I do. But there we go. I mean, I'm sorry that I've rambled on for quite a bit, like, you know what I mean, that this video doesn't really show much, like, you know what I mean, but it's just, I just want you guys to understand what it's going to be about, and I want you to get on board. And if you've got any ideas of scenarios and situations, then please let me know, either down in the comments or just hit me up on Twitter or hit me up on Facebook, whatever. You just search for Mumongu Gaming, you'll find me, and then we can move forward. And I hope it's going to be great. Like, you know what I mean, if you don't want to be a player and you might want to be one of the scouts, then let me know if you want to be a scout. I mean, you don't get much to do being a scout, you just get your name put in there, but at least if you're a player, then you'll get to see how you perform on the pitch and stuff like that. So if that's something that interests you, then let me know, guys. But anyway, I'll let you go. I've rabbited on far too long. This is Dave from Mumongu Gaming, signing off. Cheers.